Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, this morning as I got up I was beginning to think about this quarantine that I've been on for the second time. For the second time. And so, as I was thinking about this quarantine and for the second time that I've been on, you know, I had COVID uh, and around Thanksgiving, uh, 2020. Then um, had a positive test for COVID on the 5th of August. You know, I began to think about the shots. Moderna. I took the Moderna shot in August, not August. It was April, April and May. 2 doses, April and May. And so I took the Moderna shot, April and May, April, May, June, July, August. I'm positive for COVID. Now, the fortunate thing is, I've not been like some other individuals who have been hospitalized or um, the serious issues. Now, the very first time I had COVID in November of 2020, there was no signs, no symptoms. I just went to be tested because somebody in the church where I pastor, they were positive for COVID. So I said, get tested. So I got tested. He said, yes, you're positive, but no symptoms in November of 2020. August 5th this year, um, I went to be tested because I wasn't feeling well. I had the signs, symptoms I had was like fever. I was sweating, and so I went to be tested. And, I guess the real reason I'm talking about this is because sometimes there's a seriousness to this that um, some may not think about. My wife said something to me. She said, because I wasn't going to take the Moderna shot, I was like, babe, I'm good. I said, I already had COVID symptoms. And she said, well, honey, what if you're one of the ones who's a carrier? And I said, ain't that something? And she said, so maybe you won't get sick from it, but maybe you're one of those who will get it and then pass it on to other people. I was like, man, she had to hit me with a low one. Like, my God. And so I wanted to get the shot for that reason, because the last thing, um, as a child of God, would want to walk around here and getting other individuals sick, you know, and then they die. Now, I may not feel anything or whatever, and, but to get others sick. And so sometimes there are things we do that may be discomforting to us or may not be our norm. But when I do what I do, am I doing it to be of assistance to those who are around me, to those who I'm in contact with, you know? And then this quarantine, you see my beard is not trimmed, my hair is not cut right. I miss my barber, you know. Go to my one of my spiritual sons, Marcus Van Leer. He's at the shop on Vine Street, and he does such an excellent job. You can notice I've not seen him in a while since I've been quarantined. Now, wow. while I'm on quarantine, you have some time to think about some things and process through some things. And so while God has allowed me to have this time, you know, is there a fire for God? Or is there a fire for the work of God? Is there a fire for God, or is there a fire for the work of God? Sometimes there's a fire for the work more than there is for the God whom we say we love and cherish. And so there seems to be sometimes I'm end up looking for results, and sometimes more so, God may not be looking for results, but He may be looking for a change in me. And sometimes, as I was sharing with somebody, change is inevitable for all of us. And we don't always like change, but sometimes God allows us to walk through some things, experience some things, because there's some things that He's looking to change in us. And most of the time, can I tell you a secret? Most of the time, you're not going to find that out from somebody else. Most of the time, you're going to be able to put your finger on it as you are spending the time that you need with God. And so, in your quiet time, in your time with God, be mindful of the things that He is looking to reveal to you about you. Please don't be one of those teachers or preachers that prepare a meal for everybody else, but they themselves do not partake of it. And on a closing note, um, I wanted to read this definition that I have about the Bible. I mean, I was listening to one of the professors, and the professor said, there we go. The professor said, the Bible is a book that contains the mind of God, the state of man, the way of salvation, the doom of sinners, and the happiness of believers. Its books are binding, its histories are true, and its decisions are immutable. Read it to be wise, believe it to be safe, and practice it to be holy. It contains light to direct you, food to support you, and comfort to cheer you. It is the traveler's map, the pilgrim's staff, the pilot's compass, the soldier's sword, and the Christian's character. Here heaven is open and the gates of hell are disclosed. Christ is the grand subject. Our good is designed, and the glory of God its end. It should fill the memory, rule the heart, and guide the feet. Read it slowly, frequently, and prayerfully. It is a mine of wealth, health to the soul, and a river of pleasure. It is given to you here in this life, will be opened at the judgment, and is established forever. It involves the highest responsibility, will reward the greatest labor, and condemn all who trifle with its contents. So I just wanted to share those tidbits that I had this morning. Hey, God bless you, and I pray you have a great day. It's Apostle Smalls on a Tuesday Thoughts. God bless.